The one thing you should not do is to be scared of doing anything, talking to everybody out there. What is there to talk about? I had lasagna for supper. For dessert, I had peanuts and cookies. Something that I have most of the time. I mean the peanuts and cookies, not necessarily the lasagna. Tomorrow, me, Steve, and his friend Sig will play Rummy Cube. We do that every Thursday. And later in the evening, I will be talking with Tim. Maybe use the flight simulator and fly together across the world. He uses the flight simulator more as a research tool than as a game. To show routes where you might take walks in the summer when it comes around again. Wasn't a bad day today. Not too much rain, if there was any rain, if I can remember. Steve was out doing his gardening. I'm not very good at this. Well, once you get used to it, you might be more on the fly, you know. Anything that pops into your head, you can talk about the things you have, you know, measuring, things you can measure, pieces of bits and pieces for cameras and that type of thing. There's my little mini computer there. There's my big computer there. This is bits and pieces of things I've bought over the years. A soldering kit, a heat gun, a microscope, a tool kit for fixing electronic things that have 101 bits. And most of them I don't even know whether you would connect them to or use them for. There I have a, what is it? That is a label maker. I've used once or twice. It's always like to have, to me, a lot of things should be considered almost like Scotch tape. It's always there when you need it. Even if you don't use it every day, it's nice to have when you do need it. There's my closet, which I should really clean out. There's my bed. There's my, well, I don't know if I'm just not very tidy. I don't think I'm a slob, I'm just not very tidy. A lot of a mess underneath, a lot of wiring. My shredder. Let's see. What else? The temperature in the room. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I push the button. Yeah, you can see it. Let's see, what else is there? Well, this in itself is something. Talking about things, not simply showing. There's something Tom made long, long ago. There's the box my GoPro came in. My glasses that I wear, which I don't really need, but it does sharpen up my vision slightly. Our night light that we tend to leave on pretty much late into the night. What else is there? Yes. My computer in the front room. Some pictures on it. now. It's gone a bit dark. The thing is supposed to be able to do it much in the dark. I think it's more dim, not dark. Let's see here. This is later. Chicken for the kitty. I eat chicken, and when I do, I tend to give some to the cat. Cats do seem to appreciate that type of thing. Haven't yet done the dishes yet, but I will. I usually do to the end of the day. Our microwave machine and our refrigerator. Everything you see here. The cabinets up here and the cabinets down here, Steve made. The stove, we've had it, and it's had to be repaired almost since we got it, almost 3 or 4 times. A lot of fried wire for some reason, and it was almost impossible to get parts for it. But it's still working. We've learned simply never to put it on high, super high heat. Otherwise, it just fries itself after a time. Okay, not too bad for the lighting. Doing pretty good. Let's see how it does for this. This is the street. Not very good. No. Maybe there's a setting I can to make it more sensitive to the darkness. But I'm just learning to use it now. Let it be known, this is not a plant. This is plastic. Or something of that nature. Again, we do have a bit of a mix. Some live, some dead, some never existing. This is the pot I made my porridge in. This is one of our lemons from the lemon bush. Well, this is not that nice. It'll probably even look nicer when we have a Christmas tree up. But anyway, that's kind of a nice, very nice picture there. It is. Kind of gives a nice... Maybe this white reel is kind of weird looking. Hoping you don't mind. I mean, if I do send this, it means I'm using you as guinea pigs for my learning to do this. Thinking to buy the right equipment so I can wear it on my head and go out on a walk. That would be nice. The light. Yes. When we first got this, we had different lights. Very similar. But it had the bad habit of strobing. You turn it on, and after a while, it would start to just blink, blink, blink at really, really fast pace. Eventually, they burnt themselves out. And see if you replace them with these ones that do not go blinkety, 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 blinky, which is a relief. This is our KitchenAid mixer. We used to have an older one. The old one, when you turned it on, it sounded like a train going through the house. This one is actually quite good. You could put it at the highest speed and it's still relatively quiet. A few old ornaments. I like the bear and the lion and the box. I think somebody might know these. These came from a certain person once upon a time. I can't remember his name. Only as the glass blower. This is, of course, the old basement. It's changed some, if anyone's ever been here. We used to have a chimney here with a furnace. That is long gone. This is the weight machine Stevie had, and he brought it home. I actually used it for a while, but until I realized that even after an hour of using it, all I ever did was basically did only about 10 minutes of exercise. The recycling. I think Steve must have been upstairs and just come back down. Here's my projector. That is the screen when I ride the bike. I hook it to my computer, or another computer. Let me see. This is my another micro computer right there. I have the fan. It helps cool the microcomputer. I wonder if I could. What are we here? Jars waiting to be filled. One day with fruits and vegetables and soups. And of course, here's laundry machine and the dryer. Well, you can see there, that's where our modem for the internet is. Power here. If you heard that sound, that's part of the heating system. I could have sworn you had already gone back downstairs.
Yeah, you woke me up.
Sorry. I'll be quiet. Turn off the light. I forgot. Oh, that's it. My hand. That was Steve. But broadcasting it is the thing to do. So it's showing that I can do it. So I'm about finished here. One last look. And